Black Ops 7 has arrived, and I could not be more excited to dive in and bring you parts of my very first game on Black Ops 7. Now, if you're new to my channel, genuinely, thank you so much for stopping by. Consider smashing that subscribe button, turning on the bell notifications, as you're not going to want to miss out any future uploads with Black Ops 7 here. As well, down below in the description, you can find the link for my streams. I'm live Monday to Thursday evenings over on Twitch, and I'd love to see you guys pop on by. And if you're looking for players to get into games with for Black Ops 7 Zombies, feel free to join the amazing Zhorde community Discord down below in the description. Now, we're looking at all of your augments, your Perca-Colas, your ammo mods, and your field upgrades. I just wanted to kind of go through and remind all of us, before we dive into our very first game of Black Ops 7, to make sure you go ahead and equip all of your augments that you have researched inside of Black Ops 6, as they have carried forward to Black Ops 7. So as you can see here, there is new augments to research on everything: perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. So you're going to be at about 47% with all of that done. Now in today's video, I'm using this weapon here, and new for Black Ops 7 on screen. If you want, there is the build code you can go ahead and use. I am so super excited to dive in today and check out Ashes of the Damned with my very first playthrough. So without further ado, let's get to it. Welcome in to Black Ops 7. We are looking at Ashes of the Damned, and oh my goodness, it looks absolutely amazing. So gorgeous. I did find this right away, so you can pick this up. Now what this does is you got these green seeds here. So when you pick it up, you can spray them, and it initiates a bit of a defense on the seed as the zombies are going to come towards it, and you're going to get some purple-eyed zombies that are going to spawn in for this quote-unquote event, I guess is what I'm going to call it. Now, once you have defended your seed, it's going to grow a little bit. There's the purple-eyed zombies that's spawning in, so those are like event zombies. Got to work on my keybinds. Clearly, I don't have melee set up. But there we go. We got that. We got some essence and a little bit of salvage from defending the seed. So when you find those containers around, pick them up and then go and spray your seeds. Picking up our extra essence from Quick Revive. Now right here, you have to melee it, is going to be Ted's head. You want to pick that up, and that is what you're going to need to activate Old Tessie, our vehicle inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. So that's how you get Old Tessie up and operational. You pick up Ted inside of that building there, inside of spawn, and then you can drive Old Tessie out and explore the Ashes of the Dam. And you need Old Tessie to break through these wooden barriers, which is going to take us into the fog area. Now, when you're driving through here, important to notice, the red spores will damage Old Tessie. The green spores are going to heal Old Tessie. So if you're, getting damaged at an alarming rate, see if you can't drive over a green spore, which is going to provide you with some healing for Old Tessie, which is awesome. So now we're at Blackwater Lake, and as you make your way around Ashes of the Dam in each and every section, you're going to have to do what we did on Vandor Farm during the beta, which is we're going to have to destroy these spores on this machine here, and then go ahead and destroy the top one, just like that. And then inside the building here, you're going to be able to turn on power for the Blackwater Blackwater Lake area. So we're going to go up here and we're going to hit power. And now that we have power on inside of the Blackwater Lake area, the final door out of here is a metal door, and you can't actually leave the area until you've turned power on in this area. But I mean, visually, my goodness, I am so excited to hunt this main quest Easter egg tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be live on my Twitch streams if you want to hang out and help us on the hunt. Definitely excited. This looks just absolutely astonishing. I can't believe how amazing this looks. Truly awesome. So here's one of the green spores. Drive over it and we get some healing, which is awesome. Now, to go ahead and get Pack-a-Punch, you want to make your way to Ashwood. So that's where your kind of number one goal is, to get yourself to Ashwood with Old Tessie. That's kind of the first thing you definitely want to do, as you're going to want to get Pack-a-Punch. And Pack-a-Punch, you want to park Old Tessie right about here, because this building to my left here is what we're going to need to go into in order to get Pack-a-Punch. Just remember that your Pack-a-Punch part for Old Tessie is inside of Ashwood on Ashes of the Damned. Now, we got another one of the power things here on Ashwood that we're going to need. Let's pop my flavor hex, and what do I get? Oh, heck yeah! A perkaholic. Let's go! Gotta love that. Oh, my goodness. I usually get timeout on flavor hex, so that is awesome to see. And we're getting some calling cards done. Awesome. So we got another power thing to do here. So just like Vandor Farm during the beta, we're going to shoot all the spores on this machine. Where's the last one? And then we're going to get the one on top. Now, when you start shooting the spores, it's going to spawn in some zombies during that phase or defense as well, just to keep an eye on that. We got Ravager round, and you saw some purple-eyed zombies spawn in. That's from shooting the spores and getting the it active like that. So and there's our Wisp T, the brand new perk. And you'll notice it is not wrecking my last zombie, which is awesome. So we used melee macchiato punch, took out that zombie, got our max ammo, and now we're going to go ahead and turn on power inside of Ashwood. And what that does is it's going to let that building here, as soon as we walk up to it, it's going to open up. And what you want to do is you want to park Old Tessie right here in the middle of it. And then that's going to repair Tessie, but right here is your Pack-a-Punch. So you want to upgrade Old Tessie. And this is going to put the Pack-a-Punch machine on the very back end of Old Tessie, so that everywhere you drive around when you're playing Black Ops 7, you can just run up to the back of Old Tessie and use it to Pack-a-Punch your weapons, which is absolutely amazing. Now, also in Ashwood, where Old Tessie is parked, there's a teleporter pad. If Old Tessie is not near you and you're in Ashwood, you can go ahead and spend 500 essence on that teleport pad, and it'll teleport you directly to Old Tessie. Also, there's a control panel in front of this building. It's currently red on the right-hand side there, and that's 1,000 essence, and that will spawn in Old Tessie right where you are. So that's definitely awesome. I did not know that was in, so that's definitely good to see. I was happy about that. Here we are at Vandor Farm, which we all know from the beta. And again, we've got to go ahead and turn on the power here in Vandor Farm. This will also unlock the jump pads in the areas. So at the Vandor Farm, there's the jump pads. And by clearing out power, or by getting the spores off of that machine and turning on power in Vandor Farm, you will have the jump pads enabled here as well, which is definitely awesome and a nice way to get around the map. But we're pack 1 on our gun here at legendary rarity, and having no problems whatsoever. I'm excited to get into some weapon reviews on Black Ops 7. Oh my goodness. I'm genuinely curious about this Easter egg. Like, this map is huge, absolutely enormous. We've got a ton of areas. There's definitely a bunch of areas inside of the fog between like Vandor Farm, when you're driving in Old Tessie. There's definitely some areas in there that are very, very suspicious looking, and I feel like there's definitely going to be something to do with the Easter egg inside of the fog areas. 100%. Definitely feel like something's going to be there. And there's our ammo, or the armor plates. Now, the nice feature for Black Ops 7 is when you go ahead and purchase that armor, so it's a 2-plate on the wall. So if you go ahead and purchase that 2-plate on the wall, all of the rest and every armor purchase station on the map will now change that armor buy to your 3-plate, which is just absolutely amazing. So now with power on, you can see we've got the jump pads, which allows you to jump around the map a lot easier and super quick, which is awesome. I made my way back to Tessie doing that. We're now pack 2, and let's see how that camo looks. Woohoo! I like it. I am liking that camo. That looks absolutely amazing. Now, people were wondering what it's going to be like to run inside of the fog area, and I was curious myself, so I wanted to see if I could run from one area to another through the fog without taking Old Tessie, and see what kind of spawn and just how crazy is it going to feel while we're in here without Old Tessie, because this is you know, mentioned to us that this is going to be a lot tougher inside of this area. The zombies are going to spawn in a lot more frequently, which I certainly noticed here, and they're going to be a lot stronger, which I definitely felt as well. They certainly feel like they're a lot stronger. I do wonder if running into the fog, getting a bunch of zombies to spawn in from the fog, and then moving towards an area outside of the fog might just become the camel grind strat to force in a bunch of extra zombies on a round so that you can knock out some camos nice and early. Also, this might be a great strategy just to get some extra points and some extra essence early in our runs to kind of force in some zombies to spawn in, aside from just our round zombies. So I'm definitely intrigued to see. I feel like I may be using this to go ahead and get some essence early in my game, some extra zombies. Definitely something I'm going to be thinking about. And I'd love to hear what you guys think about this area in the fog. Like, do you think this is going to be like... This area here looks very suspicious. There's a couple buildings here on the side, a lot of open area. It just really made me feel like this is definitely probably going to be part of the Easter egg. Now, you saw on screen there the TED, which is going to replace our SAM trials from Black Ops 6. We're going to be doing TED ones instead for Black Ops 7. I didn't do one, but that's what that is on screen if you guys are wondering. Now you can see we've got a Ravager on the front of my truck causing all kinds of problems. Now when you Pack-a-Punch, add Pack-a-Punch to Old Tessie, that is going to give you the ability to have a bit of a boost when you're driving. And you'll notice I hit it right at the end there and the Ravager flew off. So when you're boosting, your Ravagers and such in between in the fog are not going to be able to stick to Old Tessie, which is awesome to see and good to know. I mean, I just can't believe how good this game looks. This looks absolutely amazing. I am so excited to just dive in and discover all kinds of things inside of Black Ops 7. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's definitely a bunch of... Like, this map has got me intrigued. I was looking around at all different kinds of things, wondering, you know, what could be. We're now up the rounds a bit. We're on 19 here. Now, this was not... a test for high rounds or anything. I wanted to get you guys a video out so you know your way around Ashes of the Damned. You know how to go ahead and get Pack-a-Punch on Old Tessie. You know a little bit about the Seeds side Easter egg or lockdown event, whatever you want to be calling that can get you some extra rewards and loot earlier in your games. I definitely wanted to show that. Let you see what it's like to kind of run through the fog area, because I'm sure a lot of people were wondering about that. I know I was genuinely curious what that was going to feel like to run through the fog areas. We just didn't have access to that during the beta, so definitely wanted to try and test it all. Now, I did want to comment on how it felt to play Black Ops 7 Zombies with the addition of all of our augments that we have researched from Black Ops 6. And I just want to notice and mention right off the rip, my very first game in, when I equipped all of my augments from Black Ops 6, I felt much, much stronger inside of Black Ops 7 than I did inside of Black Ops 7 during the beta. So I just wanted to put that out there and reassure everybody that once you get into game and you go ahead and equip all the augments that you got used to using inside of Black Ops 6, you're going to feel very comfortable, and it's going to feel familiar to run through with all of those augments on. And also, I'm very excited to see, you know, how much stronger we're going to feel as a player when we add all the brand new additional augments that are available inside of Black Ops 7. If you did not know, you can now run 2 minor augments and 1 major on every single perk, ammo mod, and field upgrade inside of Black Ops 7. So that's an extra augment on absolutely everything, which to me is going to be, it makes me wonder. I'm genuinely curious now, like, what are we going to be fighting in that we're going to be, you know, that much stronger than we were inside of Black Ops 6. I've also heard potentially there is Pack-a-Punch 4 available in Curse mode and Ultimate Rarity, which would be above Legendary. So hearing these, now they may be from leaks. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not. Again, not sure. The Curse mode releases when the world's first solves the main quest for Ashes of the Damned. At that point, Treyarch has stated that they will then work to unlock Curse mode globally for every player within 24 hours. So that's something we can look forward to. But if generally we're getting Golden Armor, Pack 4, above Legendary for Rarity inside of Curse mode, it generally begs the question, what on earth are we going to be fighting that we need to be this strong? Absolutely crazy. Did an exfil right here at Janus Towers. The Zursa bear on exfil, I believe they've nerfed the bear, because it's I had no problems getting through Zursa at all whatsoever. That's my first run inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. I am so excited to cover this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.